Hello everyone, this is Shelby with Shelby Creations. First off, I'd like to apologize for not having a video out in quite a while, but my allergies went from being just allergies to I went to the doctor and I ended up with a sinus infection, an ear infection, bronchitis, and borderline pneumonia all at the same time. And tried still doing videos, but I was coughing my head off and did not think y'all really needed to hear that. But I am feeling much better. I've still got the nagging cough. So please excuse me. I'm trying to tape this with a cough drop in my mouth and hopefully, keep my fingers crossed, I can get through this one. But I am feeling much better. So while, when I was sick, the doctor said, well, you need to be on bed rest. Really? Bed rest. Do you know how hard it is when you are a crafter and you need to stay in bed and all you can think about was, well, I could do. So I explained my situation to my doctor and she said, well, as long as you're not doing anything else but, at your desk, and make sure you get plenty of rest, drink fluids and all. So she said I could craft. Well, I have been busy. I had made a little soapbox journal, and there was 2 signatures, but by the time I got finished with one signature, it was already a gator mouth, as it was in the cover, that I only put one in, so now I've got the second one here. And as you can see, I've been working on it. I do have a cover made for it somewhere on my desk. And so I need to finish that up. I also got caught up on quite a few videos from the other ladies that I love to watch. Natasha over at Treasured Books. She did one where she did an alternate binding, which was taking washi tape or whatever, and you're laying 3 down, and then you alternate your tabs, and I just thought it was great. This was my first one. That turned out, it's okay. Like I said, it was the first time I tried it, and of course, I got the envelope backwards there, but I thought it was kind of neat. So, and then as you can see, this was just regular pieces of linen that I put double-sided sticky tape on. And then I tried it again, a little bit larger, and not so many, because I only had so many envelopes. And then these went this way, because when I put them in, that was my back, that was my front, and I got those mixed up. Can you tell I was sick? But the one thing I wanted to talk with you today is the binding here and what it's made out of. It's simply double-sided tape, but it is so neat. And you make your own washi from it. It's like, this is a strip of material. Now, I have the 1/4 inch, which I like to use, but it's going to be too thin. So I think this is, this is the 1/2 inch washi. This has been working out pretty good. But I started off with the material like Natasha did. Ended up going through everything else. And you just lay it down, trim it off. If I can get the right side down here. And there it is. Material as washi. Now you can come in and fray the edges. You can stamp on it. You can I'd be very careful if you were going to put color on this other than just a regular stamp pad process, because underneath that is tape. But now I've got a strip of linen washi, and you don't need to stop there. I see I did some little ones, well, that's not linen. Where's the linen ones? Like here, and just frayed the edges. So I can use that and then stamp on it, or use it, however, on my page. Another thing I did was the rice paper that I've already copy dyed, and took a strip of it and did the same thing. And then I just inked around the edges. And I've got several little pieces of that so that I could use it as small little label pieces or whatever. But that's just out of the coffee dyed rice paper. Now, scraps. We all want to use up our scraps. I mean, it's just, they get around too much, and I've still got a bunch to put in my scrap journal. But you can take your different scraps, and especially the torn edges. I mean, let's do this one right quick. Excuse my voice. I know I probably sound like a foghorn. Where's Jack? I keep turning him the wrong way today. And there is that. Now, when I get done with this, you put your tape down. I'm going to come right here. Let's see, give myself a little bit of leeway here. Simply tear it off. And look at that. And we can come in, we can ink it. But that can either go on a page, you can use it as washi, which is what we're making today. But it's another way to use up our scraps. How many times do we have a little strip like this? So here we come in with I got some material stuck on it. Come in here with our washi tape, and I'm simply going to put it down. I know it's not even, but it doesn't matter. All it's going to do is stick it down. And there, I've got another little strip. These are great if you're traveling and you want just a little piece of whatever you're working on. If you don't want to make up some, take your double-sided sticky tape with you. Book pages. I mean, I've got tons of book page scraps. So all I'm going to do is come right down here. There goes one. And I'm sure I probably could have found a place for this piece of book page. But, at the end of the day, sometimes we're just tired of trying to find places for everything. Do that just like that. Come in here with my ruler. Mainly, well, let's do it this way. Because we know tearing pages on this side, when you're going across the words, is always rougher than going up and down. So this will definitely give me a rougher edge to it, which may be a good thing. All right, there we go. 4 pieces. Now, is this a new process? No way. There's no way that I came up with this because I saw it on Natasha's page. And she probably got it from somewhere else, that she saw someone maybe doing something similar. And you end up with, and this is just regular coffee dyed paper, you end up with what I call the what ifs. Well, what if I took this way of doing something and tried doing it this way? What would happen? And that's a lot of times how different ideas come about. Someone has one idea and another one comes along and sees it, tweaks it, modifies it, makes it their own, so that it seems like a totally brand new idea. With me, it's usually a mistake that I made. And it's like, well, how can I correct this? But you know, a lot of things, a lot of great inventions came across as what somebody assumed was a failure, and it wasn't. Now, with this much going on, this is just an old gift card I have. I want to burnish this down good. And then this is a bit stiffer paper. I can come in here and tear it up. See, I've got strings coming. Just like that. And I don't know if this last one, if I can get it up enough to tear it. But we always give it a try. There. Now I've got some that are coffee dyed strips. All this from scraps. I said I could do more. I could do, if you're working on a project and you want color coordinated washi tape, use the scraps from the papers you're using. That one got a little torn, but you know, there's so many different things that you can use for this. And that's why I started saving my strips. How many times at the end of a project do we have strips of paper that we're thinking, what can I do with that? And all of these are from, just from the last little signature that you saw. And I've got all these strips of paper that I can use. I mean, look at that pretty butterfly. So I'm going to hang on to my strips because now I know what to do with them. But it doesn't mean I have to sit here and go through all of my strips of paper. Then I'll end up with another thing I have to store. It's like I had all these little pieces of linen left over from where I've trimmed things. These are great for snippets. So I've got my little stash here, and I may sit here this afternoon and work on those. But right now, we did our washi, and we have enough right now to play with. See, I've still got some like this. So this doesn't take a lot of room, you know, if you're only doing a little bit at a time to find a place for. It doesn't want to come up off my mat. Trying to get it all here in a pile. Oh, and there's those other two pieces we did. So just that amount of time, and we've got a nice little bundle. So, you know, go through, do a couple of strips. If you need something, you know, and then, you know, we've got it now. But I do have, at least I think I have, in my Yeah, I do. I have a small container. I am not filling up this container. This is just to hold them, to keep them together, because you see they get scattered all over my desk. Now, while I've been under the weather, I also had time, because my kids and my grandkids, they kept coming in here. Like the grandkids, Nana, are you feeling okay? Is there anything I can do for you? Well, I must be the worst grandma ever. Yes, can you help Nana with this? They call me Nana instead of Grandma. So all the lifting and pulling and tugging that I've been wanting to get done in here, I got done. I know a few of you have asked for a space tour. I can't really call it a room because it's not a room. It's just a 6x8 space. And you've seen through the several halls of all the stuff I've gotten. And it's like, well, how do you organize it? How do you keep it straight? And a lot of you are asking for a space tour. So if that's something you would like, let me know in the comments below. I do appreciate you coming back with me. I want to thank everyone for being so patient while I was under the weather. I'm feeling much better. Like I said, it's just the nagging cough left. Welcome to all the new subscribers. I can't believe, that when I first started this channel, I thought 3 or 4 people, just the ones that I knew, and that would be all I have. But I have 159 subscribers, and I am totally floored by that number. Yeah, there are others out there. They're in the thousands and whatever, but that's them. That's not me. I am so grateful for each and every subscriber I have. I can't tell you. And it's humbling to know that a few of my subscribers are the ladies that inspired me by watching their videos. And it's not just here in the United States. I have some in Korea, Japan, Germany, England, Australia, and that are watching my channel. And it's mind-boggling, and it is very, very humbling. And I want to thank each and every one of you for coming in with me and watching me and supporting me. So if you've liked what I've shared with you today, give me a thumbs up, hit the subscribe button, and don't forget the bell notification. As soon as I can get to it, I've got to pull out the altered book. We have got to get that going. I keep saying I'm going to do that, and I keep putting it off. But I've got to get that going for y'all. I've got some accumulated scraps that's got to go in our scrap journal. And just different things, but I have been under the weather, so forgive me, and we will be getting back on track. So until next time, thank you so much for being here with me today. And bye, guys.